1, 2, 3, ikimashou everyone.
Hey everyone, we are back at it again with a brand new team. And as you can see, I finally went ahead and took out that super core of Alomomola and Wigglytuff and went ahead and kept the Wigglytuff and brought in the Charizard and the Scrafty to try things out. Some of you guys were requesting the Scrafty team, so I went ahead and tried to spice it up a bit, especially with the shiny Charizard, just to have some fun. As you guys can see, the IVs are pretty decent on the Scrafty and the Wigglytuff, but this is a very old Charizard before I was into PvP, and it's got Fire Spin, which makes it a little bit worse than its Wing Attack version, but still very strong. And Scrafty is absolutely amazing, guys. He charges up so fast, and the baiting potential with Power Up Punch and the power that comes out of Foul Play when it's powered up is pretty intense. So yeah, this team is very fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it with me here. Before we do go ahead and hop into these battles, guys, if you like this kind of content, if you like watching these super meta and super non-meta teams and learning how to deal with all kinds of metas in the Go Battle League, please join the Musa Squad by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel. It helps me out a lot, and that way we can all help out each other. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop into these battles. My first battle with this team was actually versus a legend rank, as you guys saw there. And they have a Magmortar, and this battle was a banger. We go ahead and decide to stay in because it's a pretty decent matchup here versus the Magmortar. And I do make one little mistake here. I'm really thinking that this Magmortar is running a fire type move, so I switch into the Scrafty just to realize that he's actually running Karate Chop, which was slightly buffed, I believe, a little while ago. So that was a bit unfortunate for me, right? But I go ahead and stay in, and I decide, well, you know what? I already made the mistake. I'm going to go ahead and just let this Scrafty go down. Hopefully get some chip damage with the Foul Play here. So we go ahead and let this Foul Play go through, and they don't shield, so we're able to take them down. We just have 1 HP too, which means that they won't really be able to farm us down too much. They go ahead and show us the Electrodes, so I am kind of forced here to bring out the Wigglytuff because, of course, Charizard does poorly versus it. I do wait out that timer so that my switch clock is up, because I think they want to bait my last Pokemon in there. They decide not to switch here, so this is making me think they don't have anything too great to deal with the Wigglytuff in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and stay in this and invest some shields because I want to keep my Wigglytuff nice and healthy and hopefully use Charizard as a third shield. And yeah, they do go ahead and bring in a Slowbro here. It is running Confusion, so I'm a little bit happy about this here because then I don't have to deal with Water Gun just completely wrecking Charizard. I do go ahead and go for the Dragon Claw here, and things are going to get very close here at the end because Dragon Claw doesn't do that much versus the Slowbro here. They're going to go ahead and take me out with the Water Pulse, and that makes me extra nervous because I know that they can probably get to that Water Pulse, but they don't get to it, and the Electro doesn't have any energy, which means that I will definitely finish them off with Charm, and that is a good game. My first ever win versus a legend. Let's go, guys. This is awesome. Now here is the next battle. Unfortunately, I kind of recorded a little bit late, so we weren't able to see who this person really is, but they go ahead and switch into their Medicham, and things are just looking very nice here. This is one of the biggest reasons I did not remove Wigglytuff from my team, because it is essential to deal with these kind of fighters that are very powerful, especially Medicham. He's super strong. And yeah, that's basically the reason you guys are seeing Wigglytuff in every video with me, because at this level, everybody's too meta. You got to be careful with those crazy Pokemon there. But anyway, this versus the Wormadam is not that bad here, right? We do shield because Wormadam does quite a bit of damage. Bug Buzz would have done almost nothing to us, but we have to be careful with that Psychic. Now we do go ahead and go for the Dragon Claw here versus Milotic, and they go ahead and shield it, and we go ahead and make the quick switch into the Scrafty here, and we know we don't have to shield the first one. Surf is going to hit hard, but not hard enough for us to go ahead and use a shield. And here's what I'm talking about, guys. We can really use some baits here by going into the Power Punch. They don't fall for the bait, but it doesn't matter because we get so much extra attack, and then this Foul Play, if they don't block it, will 100% KO them. So they block it, we get that last shield out of them, and they are super farming here, so things are pretty scary, but I had a lot of energy saved up, so I'm able to get to that Dragon Claw, which will finish them, and all that's left is the Wormadam, and of course we win this because of the fire matchup. So that's a good game right there. Now we go ahead and go versus Dangerous Tetsu. All right, another fellow veteran, very close to the expert rank. And we start off with another great lead. I mean, guys, this first set that I had with this team was crazy. So many good leads. But the people are very good here getting close to expert rank, right? They don't hesitate at all on the switches. So they make a great switch into the Alomomola. But Scrafty definitely beats Alomomola. And I'm going to go ahead and just get that power raised up as much as I can. Yep, they were expecting the foul play, but it was not, right? So I am baiting these people great with the Scrafty. This is how you use the Scrafty, guys. Now, I blocked the sidekick, which was probably a mistake, but we'll go ahead and just do it anyway. They do go for a second one, and I was pretty angry here because I take a lot of extra damage, and they still take me down with all that energy saved up. So that always kind of sucks a little bit, but you know, those kind of mistakes, they happen every now and then. Now, I do have my switch timer up, and they go ahead and bring in a cast form. So I decide to go ahead and stay until I can get to the Dragon Claw, and then make a quick switch to see if that'll scare them into switching. So they do end up getting scared and switching into the Vileplume, but this is not great here for me if they get to the charge move before me. But luckily I get to the Ice Beam first, which means that they probably will end up shielding here, and they do end up shielding, which is kind of an interesting move by my opponent, but I suppose they wanted to get that energy dumped off onto the Charizard, and I do go ahead and shield because Moonblast doesn't do that much, but it could have gotten me into some dangerous levels here. Now I go ahead and I'm gonna have to take this Weather Ball right to the face. There's nothing I can do about it, but it's much better than taking a Moonblast, which does much more damage. I go into the Dragon Claw, and I got 2 saved up, so it's gonna be a race to see who gets it first, and I do end up getting it. I think they had enough energy for another Weather Ball, but maybe not. So we go ahead and win this one. Just barely, right? Very close match right there. All right, next opponent is A526. Let's see what they got for us in store here. They got a Talonflame here. I love this Pokemon, but definitely doesn't work too well in this meta, so I have not used it yet. And we stay in this and go for the Dragon Claw. Now they really have to decide if they're going to shield us or not. Are they worried about the Blast Burn damage? But they decide not to shield. Good call by them. And then they're going ahead and come out with the Flame Charge. I know they don't have enough for the Brave Bird, so things are not looking too bad here. Although definitely the attack boost is really sucky for me, right? But anyway, go for another Dragon Claw, and they do end up shielding now, so things are looking pretty nice because I am getting a shield out of them, so I'm getting shield advantage here. So they do go ahead and take out my Charizard, and now all I have to do is be careful with that Brave Bird, right? So I'm probably going to end up having to use a shield, but I do get a bunch of energy, and they don't actually manage to get to it, so things are looking awesome here. And let's see what they bring in now. They go ahead and bring in an Electrode here, so this is pretty good for us here, and we go ahead and make the switch to just catch the discharge because we're trying to keep that shield advantage as long as possible. But then they end up not shielding, which makes me think that they don't have anything good to deal with Scrafty in the back. So I decide to invest the first shield here, and yeah, so they go ahead and do that, and they make the quick switch into a Crustle here. So I'm going to go up for the power-up punches just to get my counter damage really going, and also hoping that they would shield. They don't end up shielding. I go for the foul play now. They probably know what's happening here, so they're going to go ahead and drop that shield, but at least we got all their shields down, and they go ahead and throw energy. I suppose they're pretty scared about another power-up punch coming through, so I go ahead and let this go through. I need to save that shield because I need to keep my Wigglytuff nice and healthy for that Electrode that's in the back. We do go ahead and shield this X-Scissor, and we're racing here to see if we can finish them off before they finish us. We're down to just about 1 HP, and we throw that Play Rough right as the Electrode comes in. It's a very slow attack, right? Volt Switch, so we're able to get off the Play Rough before they can get us with their fast move. Alright guys, so here's another battle versus Ikeda Koji, right? Let's see what they are bringing in versus us here. They go ahead and bring in the Scrafty. We decide to stay in here because the flying typing is pretty decent. We do have to be careful with the foul play because it's going to do a lot of damage. And we go straight into our Dragon Claw, and we actually are not able to make a switch. I think I was trying to switch into Wigglytuff there. We go ahead and let the first foul play go through, and then we kind of stay in here and try to get to the Blast Burn, but there was some mistakes made there, unfortunately. Now we bring in the Wigglytuff. We don't shield here because no matter what it is, it's not going to do that much to us. The Power Punch comes through, and we're able to finish them off. Now I don't have switch advantage, but I do have shield advantage. And let's see what they bring in. So they go ahead and bring in a Macargo, so this is pretty rough. I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Scrafty and go for the foul play here and hope that they are going to think it's a power-up punch. And yeah, they end up shielding. Couldn't get them on the bait there, unfortunately. But we do manage to get to a second foul play, and this is kind of big because they are out of shields, and that means that I can take them out and keep my Wigglytuff safe and with 2 shields, right? So things are not looking too bad here. We even managed to get to a power-up punch here. Of course, it's not going to do a lot of damage, but it is super effective. So any chip damage is great. And we even get one more counter off with the attack buff. And then we go ahead and go in with the Wigglytuff. And unless they have 3 moves, which is impossible, we definitely won this. And we actually flexed there with the 2 shields. So yeah, guys, this was my first set with this team. I was not expecting this team to do as well as it did, but it actually did awesome, guys. And as you guys can see here, we're at 2,665 rank as of the filming of this video. And we are getting close, guys. We're getting close to expert rank. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video and like my content, please go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Share it with your friends. I'm going to keep making great PvP content for you guys. So if you enjoy this kind of stuff, please follow the Musa Squad. We're on Twitch, we're on Instagram, and we're even on Twitter for any of you guys who like to hear me rant at Niantic help and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, I'll catch you on the next one, okay? Sayonara!